Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Greg. Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Henderson out there with Peters. Then it's King. And it's Flinders in at the shooting guard. Now Gaines. Outside for Martin. This one for three. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Shoots. Henderson, no good. Pass to Fear. Here's Murray Boyle. Henderson defending. Gaines gets the bucket.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Utah's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pierce's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's King. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You take a look at the Pistons. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
I think for New Orleans, they're just holding steady, but in the wrong third of these rankings. So currently toward the bottom and looking for a spark. And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Marks, no good. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Nice ball movement by Utah. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. And here is King. Pass to Peters. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
So it's the Jazz now, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback.
Here is Gaines. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. From deep three-point land, and it's King with the rebound. Pass to Marks. King outside. And takes that one up and powers it through.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Utah has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And there's Fears. That's good on the assist by Gaines. Fears has got his second basket of the night. Pelicans trail by 3. King, the pass to Flanders. There's There's a good screen. Over Fear. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Martin. Now Gaines. Inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Fears with it. He's against King. Pass to Fear. Shoots over King, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Peters. Here's Marks. His last outing, he had 18 points. There's the pick. Pass to Peters. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Jazz leading by 4 to the middle. Freeman Liberty, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Shot's good by Flanders.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fears with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Murray Boyle. Now Fears. Here's Murray Boyle. Henderson defending. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. So they take the lead. Henderson's got 6.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Fears. Last game, 26 points. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
To the paint, here's Henderson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for him.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Pass to Fears. Down low, Freeman Liberty. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
The first one falls. And so he hits. They've got Martin, and it's Fears in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Pass to Ramsey. King outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by Freeman Liberty. Utah leading by 3. Here's Fears. Count that one. Fears has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Now Fears. No good with the triple.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
King, the pass to Cotton. To the inside. Here's Henderson, and he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
To the paint. It's stolen. Now the fast break. King with the ball. Pass to Cotton. Here's Garrett. Here's King. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's a screen. Now Gaines. Pass to Field. Shoots over King. Fierce's shot is off.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
King outside. Here's Cotton. Now here's King. Pass to Garrett. Wide open look. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Utah's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Inside, here's Freeman Liberty, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And here is King. 6 points for him. Garrett at the elbow. Cotton, the pass to Ramsey. Now here's King. Power down with both hands. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
The Jazz trailing. Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Gaines. Here's Murray Boyle. Oh, good on the triple.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Ramsey. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. In the corner, Henderson with it. Now here's King. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's a 3-point Pelican lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And slam dunk by Field.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Pass to Henderson. King outside. Here's Garrett. Back to King. Here's Ramsey. A 3-pointer, no good. Outside, Martin. Here he goes. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Ramsey passes to Garrett. It's hauled in by Freeman Liberty. Freeman Liberty's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Gaines. 11 points last game. And stolen by Field. Pulls up on the wing, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz. They lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. And how about that? These guys have been riding some major hot streaks.
Hotter than one of those ghost chili peppers y'all had me eat that one day.
Hotter than Death Valley in July.
Hotter than summer school in the desert on corduroy day.
That's a good one. That really is a good one. That's hot.
Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth a key factor for them here. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Jeremiah Fear.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So for New Orleans right now, Marks is out there with Henderson. Then it's King, and it's Peters in at the center, locking down the middle. Here is Gaines. Pass to Fear. Martin with the screen for Fear. And it's off from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 4. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The Pelicans have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky's really the limit.
Down low, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Martin with the bounce pass. Pass to Freeman Liberty. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pierce's shot is off.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense. New Orleans leading by 3. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Peters passes to Flanders. King left side. There's the 3. Flanders misses. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Fear. To the left side wing. Gaines kicks to Martin. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Henderson. One-on-one here. Here's Marks. And that one is hammered home.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Jazz trail by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one is good. Beers has got 18 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Flanders to the left wing. Here's Marks. Rebound, Utah.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Flanders. King outside. Flanders the pass to Peters. It's good. He's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Gaines. He's got 6. For the tie. The rebound by Flanders. Flanders has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Marks. Here's Peters. It's Henderson on the wing. Here's Marks. That 3 off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
It's Henderson on the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jazz trail by 3. Fears with it. 20 points for him. Outside, Martin. From deep. And it's King with the rebound. King's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the 3-point. New Orleans leading by 17. They've got Sexton. Monroe is out there with Woolridge. Then it's Fears. That's the group right now for Utah. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Bassett. Lets it go with the 3. King, that's good. King's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
New Orleans with the ball. 17-point game. They host the Clippers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Ramsey. Henderson, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. Down low. Sexton against King. Sexton on the wing. Shoots over King. The shot by Sexton, no good. New Orleans leading by 17. Ramsey passes to King. Pass to Ramsey. Now Hughes, just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
King against Sexton. And that one's good, Bessie.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Fears. Offline with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Sexton against King. Will not go down. It's number 3 on 12 tries from the floor. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Fears. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so Henderson will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. King with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And that one's good by Henderson.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Monroe. Another miss by Utah. Pelicans leading by 23. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Sexton kicks to Monroe. Coach, when you've had to scout for prospects, how much stock did you put in the NBA Combine?
Well, I think, Kevin, you can get certain things out of the Combine. I think the physical testing stuff is good to at least give you a baseline on guys. I think getting a chance to talk to some of the players is outstanding. And then just getting anytime you get another chance to watch guys work, watch guys play, it's just another data point for you.
The Jazz call timeout. Some changes for New Orleans. Garrett comes in for Charles Bassey, and Cotton subbed in for Hughes. Here is Gaines. Henderson defending. Now Fears. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Fears. Another miss by Utah.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in their rebounding numbers as well.
King, right side. Here's Garrett. Softly drops in the floater.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Fears. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Pass to Gaines. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. That's short off the rim. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Henderson, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here is Gaines. Henderson defending. Takes a step back. Here's Fears. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for 2, Fears.
And he sinks the second. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Gaines. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
To the inside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Pass to Gaines. Nice ball movement by Utah. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, third team.
And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Friday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Alperen Şengün and the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Suns, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Pass to Garrett. Henderson kicks to Cotton. Here's Garrett. Now here's Henderson. From downtown. Kept alive. Here's Ramsey. Misses the 3. Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
King, the pass to Garrett. Now Gaines from outside the arc. Good on the triple.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
New Orleans has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Freeman Liberty, no good. The Pelicans shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And that one's good by Henderson.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
King with the block. To the paint. And that one's good by Henderson.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Fears with it. He's against King. Pass to Fears. Here's Murray Boyle. And Fears has it in the corner. The Jazz with another miss.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
King outside. Inside. Here's Garrett. Pass to Cotton. Now here's King. He's covered closely. Garrett with the bucket.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Pass to Marks. Over Fears. Rebounded by the Jazz. Murray Boyles has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Slim.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Flanders. Here's Peters. New Orleans moving it around. Now Eason cans it from downtown.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And here is King. Pass to Marks. Back to King. Here's Marks. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Slim.